and you could say it started off really like looking at today's generation that is looking for that dopamine hit. So based on really that book, the Dopamine Nation, and I have two kind of thoughts on that because looking at people needing that dopamine hit for that feeling, right? But then there's a group of people that don't need that dopamine hit. And what they do is they use all of that gaming, all of watching Marvel over and over to really calm their brain down. So it's the opposite of the people who are deficient in dopamine, who are looking for that instant gratification. So they're two really different minds and doing it for two different purposes. And the one that I found in doing my brain health assessment and looking at the numbers, in 3,000 tests, there was one person that popped out that I said was going to shoot up a school. So the numbers can tell me if somebody's at risk at suicide, or if they have ADHD, or if they have, other things that are going on. But this one kid, he was 16 years old. And I reached out to his parents right away. And I'm like, he really needs to come in to see me because there's a lot going on here. So he came in with his dad, and his I was asking different questions of the symptom inventory and just engagement questions that are neutral, that aren't triggering. And his dad was starting to answer every question, which is not uncommon. And so I said, you can't answer, your son has to answer these. So either the room or stay in the room, present, hold space for him. And so he goes, okay. So his son started answering. And and that's about 15 minutes long. And his dad came to me afterwards and he shared with me, he goes, my son was my best friend. I thought was my best friend. And he goes, I don't even know him. And I go, no, you don't. And he is the one that sits silently in the back of the class with his brain on fire, but nobody sees him.